Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
Ready?
and the critters. Sorry, this is take 2 on our normal daily vlog, which is February 18th, 2022, Friday afternoon at 3:08 p.m. We were doing this. We were right in the middle of this. The dogs started carrying on because, they got to protect us from the big bad world. And so we already done this, but Brad, let's talk about, before we get into anything else, let's talk about how your recovery is going from your hip surgery Monday.
It's going very well.
So this is post day 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going very well. I feel like I'm walking better.
You are.
The pain is lessened.
I don't even think you're taking all the Tylenol you're supposed to take, though,
No.
are you, honey?
No.
Are you taking any of it besides just in your normal?
Yeah.
Maybe once in the afternoon. He's not.
Yeah.
He's taking about half the amount that's just. I don't know.
Yeah.
You haven't needed to.
And the weird part of this whole thing is my when they did the hip replacement, and he put the metal ball on the end of my femur, and then he rebuilt the socket with bone he shaved off from. I don't know if it was from the leftover bone that he removed or if he just shaved it off the femur.
I guess we'll have to find out next time you see him.
Yeah, but it made my leg about an inch longer. So now my both of my legs are the same length. So it's kind of
But
weird.
he kind of feels like that left leg is a little higher.
Yeah.
He said that this morning. I'm like, well, it might be because of the swelling, because he has some swelling that he ices down.
Yeah.
So that might be, but he sure is walking so much better. He's walking more with canes than they initially said to do, but it also said to do as much as he could, and he's certainly able to dress himself. He's able to now get on your bed yourself and everything. I mean, look who's over there.
I noticed that.
Now you have to give it. You touched it, you have to give it.
Did I touch it?
Yeah, it's a treat. We just did the bark box, and then of course Jelly's over there calling him out or something.
Nixie, you want a treat?
Come on, Nix. Oh, here she comes. She's like, oh boy, do I?
Sit, Charlie. Sit, Charlie. Nixie, sit. Nixie, sit. Okay, Jelly did the work, so she gets the first treat.
Everybody's sitting, including us.
Yeah.
So he's doing really well. You okay? What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm going to hand this to you in a minute, but this is how we keep. He has a clear one of these somewhere. We just have misplaced it. It doesn't really matter. We have Tylenol in here. It's got a few pain meds in here. We take the same, so I just bring it out so he has it available. It's like Tylenol and stuff. So he's doing really well with that. But here, because I thought you might want to take something.
Oh. Thank you.
In fact, one of my pain meds, I was like, wow, I'm really running kind of low on this. And I forget that I carry that with me for him. Or usually we just leave it out on your walker during the daytime. And so I forget that, because I'm like, did I misplace something or something?
Ooh.
What?
I think I got dog slobber in my mouth.
Nummy. How is that for you?
Well,
it wouldn't be the first time. Sometimes Charlie will surprise you with and you might have your mouth open, you're like, yeah. Right, Charlie? I had a big old love up session this morning on the bed. Brad came back sitting on the bed, and then all the dogs need to be loved up. Nixie came up. We had quite a love up session. She was being silly with me. Sometimes, they just need, they all love up with Brad. Sometimes they need the mom loving too. And yeah, it was really fun. And then Charlie, of course, needed his. And Jelly, by this time, is quite put out. I'm having to have Brad actually hold her because she's not happy at all. She's not growling or anything, but she, really would prefer that I not be petting these other dogs. And, so then by the time I got to her, she was really put out. She was not going to let me change her butt. Not going to let me change her diaper at all. Nope. Where are you, girlfriend? Where are you? But finally she came up and let me. She was like, okay. Right, Jelly? Have you forgiven me yet? Have you forgiven your mom yet? Because I have to pet the other babies too. Yes, they do.
She says, no, you don't.
They need love too. Everybody needs love, right, Jellybean? So anyway, I keep looking at my Christmas cactus. It bloomed around Christmas. And that thing was looking really sad for a while, wasn't it, honey? I think you got that for me last year.
I think so.
And it's got the most beautiful kind of apricot peachy colored blooms on it. And I just looked over and facing toward the window, it's got some more blooms on it again. So my plants are all doing great. My house plants, even the air plants couldn't be easier to take care of. Those are fun. I told you guys, my friend Carol, as a housewarming gift, she got us a set of, or maybe it was for Christmas. She got us a set of the glass globes that, that you put the house plants in, and then I got some of that black glittery sand to set them in, and set the air plants, and they're doing great. Hi, you just need me right now, huh? See, she's very like she doesn't care what I'm doing. She'll get right. Last night I'm making a wreath, a heart shaped one. You should get right in the middle of what you're doing because it's time for her to be loved up, right? Miss Carol says every time she sees pictures of you or video of you that you look happy. Are you a happy puppy? Even though you need mom to give you a haircut because this is looking a little long. It's looking a little long, girlfriend, huh? Yeah, but she's a good dog. She's a happy dog, aren't you?
Yes, she is.
Are you happy? Yes, you happy. I know. So, don't really have anything planned this weekend. It's 3-day weekend in case you guys aren't aware that Monday is President's Day. So your banks, post office, that kind of stuff will be closed. I know some of you don't have to work, some of you do. You know, we got in a small order from Aldi's. I ordered groceries last night. I actually didn't even pay $2 extra to have them delivered last night because we were out of fresh fruit and we really hate that. I usually have a banana every morning with my yogurt and granola. That's what I have almost every morning. That's what Brad has a lot. He'll either have that or a protein drink. That's one of the things, honey, when you don't feel like eating, is maybe making a protein drink.
Good idea.
Because they said to really increase your protein.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I know that everybody's concerned about, especially this week, if you're going to be able to still get stuff from your stores. And the only thing that they were out of at Aldi's was cream cheese. She said any kind of cream cheese. The only kind they had left was the pumpkin spice, which we already have 2 containers of that. So I'm like, no, that's okay. But we were just getting fresh produce and dairy stuff, because we go through a lot of coffee creamer, and we go through a lot of yogurt. But I have to tell you, since I've been eating yogurt every day, I have not had a UTI since. And this is a record for me.
That's exciting.
I think this is the longest I've ever gone, for not having any problems like that. So I make sure once a day I eat yogurt. So there's something about the probiotic bacteria and stuff in there that really helps. And I'm just using the plain large container vanilla yogurt, or plain if they don't have the vanilla. But yeah, we didn't have any trouble getting anything because we ordered like strawberries, bananas. I ordered some blueberries for you. I was surprised you didn't have any blueberries this morning.
I forgot those were in there.
And because he really likes blueberry, he's trying to eat very clean. So I like to get him some things that he, really enjoys. I am not a big fan of fresh blueberries, actually, which is kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
No, I like them if they're in pancakes or something like that, but to just eat them like Brad does, no.
See, and I love the soft fruits.
I know. That's the ones higher in sugar.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The blueberries, the strawberries.
Yeah.
The raspberries, all of those.
You want to get down for a little bit? She's like, no, not really.
Yeah. No.
Come on, sweetie. There you
Doesn't
go.
want down.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know we didn't have any trouble getting anything like that. And like I said, it was a small grocery order, and I had it delivered last night because I didn't want to not have the stuff to have my breakfast is really important to me,
Yeah.
y'all. I mean, Brad knows I want coffee and I want my yogurt and granola, uh, banana combination or
Yep.
any kind of fruit. Like I would like to really have some strawberries. I'll probably clean those later today.
Okay.
I've really been craving strawberries lately. Um, Strawberries are really, really good fruit. So are all the berries. Actually, are really, really good fruits for diabetics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know you're concerned about the soft fruits, but I mean, the plums and the peaches and that kind of stuff are more, what you
Yeah.
have to really watch how much you eat.
Remember when we were in New Mexico that one time?
In New Mexico, because I went to school there, and we walked into a Walmart and they had plums just super
Oh, yeah.
dirt
Dirt
cheap.
cheap.
And, from one of the farmers and stuff. And so we bought a pretty big bag and he sat there and ate almost all of them and made himself sick. He didn't eat plums for a long time after
Mm-hmm.
that. So, yeah, like I said, we don't really have anything planned for this weekend. Just, I'm gonna shampoo the carpet sometime this weekend. I need to groom, Jellybean. I need to work on all their nails again, and I need to groom her. I think Nixie doesn't need any grooming right now other than her nails, so it won't be that big of a dog thing. Um, Nothing else. I think I wanted to have you, if you could get that package from the um on the porch. Well, because I think it's your blood pressure cuff, and I kind of wanted to show it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
is the thing. Let me move this stuff out of the way. You can just swat it in with your cane,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
But poor FedEx guy was bringing that. Yeah, I bet you that's what that is.
Yeah.
And he just kind of threw it on the porch because he's looking at Charlie barking at the door. Everybody always gives that same look. Oh, careful, the screen door is locked.
Okay.
It's not a screen door, it's a glass door. Remember when they used to have screen doors? They don't do that now. They all seem to be just a solid glass.
Yep.
Which, I don't know. Some of me thinks it's weird and some of me is like, well, at least it's a lot heavier duty of a door than the screen door. And, your leg's a little swollen today.
I can feel it. Look out, Charlie.
But I'm working on a new hat. Of course, finished one last night. I'm working on a wreath, and I'm almost done with the wreath. I'll show the wreaths I'm making after they kind of go to their new homes. So this is just the inside of the brim.
Got Charles.
The outside is just purple, and I pulled this yarn from my stash. It is the Red Heart Roll With It tweed. And it's a number 4. It's 100% acrylic, and the name is Lilac Breeze. And it's going to be a lot of fun to work with. I love the different variegations and stuff. So, doing that. I think today we're just kind of chillaxing. We watched that movie Arctic last night. It's on Hulu. It was very good. I thought it was very good. Did you?
Uh-huh.
And then I watched a couple other ones I can't remember. One was about this man and his 13-year-old daughter who were living in a park there in like the Portland area and stuff. And that's just that whole story. That was pretty good. Like, gee, I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, it was a true story. It's about this who is a writer, and her husband get stranded on a stretch of highway in Norway, and she's pregnant. And I mean, they're stranded in this car. And I won't spoil it, but that was a good one too. And those are all on Hulu. I mean, it's like, wow. Um, if I find out what it is later on, I will. I think the one I'm talking about with the woman and her husband. I think it was called Alone, and I can't remember what the other one was called. But they were all very good movies. And it's very uncommon for me to sit and watch 3 movies in a day.
No kidding.
Usually you're doing well if you get me to watch one whole one. But I was just sitting there watching them, looming and working on wreaths and, all of that fun stuff.
And I met, or I watched a movie called The Old Guard, and it was
what was that on?
that was on Netflix.
Was it on Netflix? Okay.
Yeah. And it was with Charlize Theron, and
I'm not familiar.
Do what?
I'm not familiar who he is.
She?
She? Okay.
Yeah, she was in that movie Monster about the serial killer lady down in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Eileen something.
Eileen Wuornos.
Yeah. Yes.
But that movie, The Old Guard, I was just so impressed with it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what was it about?
It was about these group of soldiers that occasionally one would be born that cannot die.
Oh, okay. Immortal?
Yeah. And
Got it. Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead.
And
so is it more kind of like a Marvel movie almost?
No, it was kind of a cross between Highlander and more of a warrior type movie, but it was very, very good show.
All right, let's see what we got here. It's a real small thing. I hope his blood pressure cuff is in here. It is, I think. So I bought a couple soup mixes. So I like to keep a couple of these on hand because whenever I don't feel good, this is what I want. And yeah, Brad can make it from scratch, but sometimes it's just easier to do one of these. So I bought a couple of those, because you have to have your order up to $35 or something before you can have free shipping. So, and one of these does make 8 servings, a half a gallon. So, can't beat that. And then I am just watching him. I got one of these. I use this on my hair all the time. It's this Slick and Shine. It's a intensely smooth leave-in conditioner. And I really love this stuff. It smells good. And a bottle of this will last me, well over 6 months. So, it's for frizzy, dry, and unmanageable hair. And it does really help. And without making it feel like greasy. So, yeah, got one of those. I got a small thing of dog treats, which I'll put in their bucket. This is Little Snaps variety. Got beef, bacon, cheese, and peanut butter, y'all. So, but his blood pressure cuff isn't in here, and that's the main thing I wanted to get out of all of this. Because we need to monitor his blood pressure because he's getting... Yes, I'm smelling the dog treats. I'm a weirdo that way. These are not very expensive. I've switched to more of a harder treat because it's really helping with their teeth. And the fat content is not nearly in there. Come here, Nex. She's got to sniff it because it's different. Here you go, Charlie. Nexie, you want a treat? Here she comes again. Here she comes. These are just little like this. There you go. Is it okay? They accept. These are not near as much fat as the soft treats. They're a lot less expensive. So they last a lot longer too. So I think in this box was like $3. It's a big size box. That'll last them a long time. And I have noticed their teeth are a lot whiter and stuff, not near the plaque buildup, and it was. So one of the things Brad and I have been talking about, and this is just us kind of throwing out wild things, okay? You guys know how we do, is we are not, it's okay living here in North Carolina. It's not that we hate it. It's just, I guess it's kind of a bitter pill to swallow because of, you know, why we moved here. And we really do miss Florida. It was a lot cheaper living in Florida. The taxes here are just a killer. The state taxes, all of that. Just a really big killer. We pay a lot more for health insurance than we did. There's a lot fewer doctors that seem to want to take even Blue Cross Blue Shield. Please, really? I thought everybody took it. But no, they don't. So you have certain group doctors that then all of a sudden decide they're not going to take your insurance, so then you're just SOL. And I don't know, we miss seafood. We miss the sea air. We miss that whole vibe. We miss the aquatic, all the aquatics. We miss all the birds, the wide varieties of frogs, lizards, looking for Mac Daddy alligators, the Spanish moss hanging from the trees. I do miss the palm trees. I don't miss the bugs, but we got bugs here too. And yeah, okay, you got the palmetto bugs, which nobody says, oh, I just love them. It's as hot, it's sticky, but I tell you what, the cold weather is a killer for us. It's really so painful to even get around. Your blood pressure cuff wasn't in that box.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that who it was coming from?
Yeah. And that's the whole reason I did that whole order.
I know.
Because we need that to keep track of.
Yeah.
So.
When my blood pressure starts dropping.
Can you check on Walmart the thing and see where it is? That might be one of the things they're going to shove in the mailbox. And I ordered from Walmart because sometimes their delivery is a little more on point than Amazon, which I know right now, everything's a little slower. But, so we're kind of toying with that idea. Should we move back? Can we afford to move back? Because when we moved up here, we knew and we made sure that the other person, knew that our daughter knew that we could only afford to move this one time. And it was actually from Brad's mom's, from her estate. So, when bad things happen to everybody, so we've had enough time to try and adjust and overcome and heal because it did break our heart. And so then you're kind of left with what now? It's our life. It's nobody else's life. Everybody has bad things happen to them. And then you have time to kind of lick your wounds and heal. And then you like, okay, now what? Well, we don't have to stay here. There's...
I'm not supposed to be here till Tuesday.
What the heck? That makes me so mad. I would not have ordered from them then. Has it even been shipped?
It says it has.
Okay.
And the last I saw it was in New Jersey.
Okay. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Yep.
Yep. If I'd known that, I would have gone into town and bought one from Walgreens.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well, sorry.
Nope. Not your fault.
Ugh, irritating now. But everybody's going through this, whether it's delays. Okay. Yeah. It's all right. Overcoming. It's okay. Not that big of a deal. We lived this long without one. And, I mean, if your color was changing or anything like that, I would be... So, it's not that we can't move. It would just be, do I try to find like a part-time job I could do here at home? Did Brad try to do a part-time job later on to save up money? So we're just looking at different options, kind of throwing out stuff. We want to kind of invest overall cost of living. Would it be better to live in Georgia? Would it be better to... South Carolina, I think it's just basically like here. So, and we don't want to move further up the coast because we don't want colder weather. So, and there's no way we can afford to move out to the west coast. There's just no way.
Yeah.
You know, which ideally, if you were a person with a lot of money, we probably would do just because his dad's out there, and he would be closer to his brother. But it is what it is, and we'll find out. Do we stay here? If we do stay here, we don't want to stay here in this trailer court with the man who owns the lots and stuff because he's a real slime dog. Don't they always act like they're just up and just your best friend do anything for you until you sign any kind of paperwork? Then it's like who? But if we do, we want to at least get some land, either get a double wide or something moved on it, or else move this on there. So I don't know. It's always good to have goals, no matter how old you are. I really feel that. Another thing I think is a lot harder to get like a gallery showing or anything of your artwork here. Doesn't seem to be as much as much prominent as in Florida. There was a lot more artists, and so you had a lot more ways to show your work.
Yeah.
And stuff. I kind of miss that vibe. So, I said, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be whatever it's going to be, know. But we're not going to be stuck here in this trailer court stuff.
Yeah.
Our one of Brad's very very close friends and mine, Diesel, who lives right next door. He's got some land and he's got, I think, a double wide moved on it, and he's in the process of moving out, and we're going to miss him so much.
Yeah.
And he was the only decent person around here, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's probably some other ones, but certainly not like our neighbor behind us and stuff. Of course, our dogs now are really being badasses with their dogs, so their dogs take off running. She just lets her dogs run. They're never on a leash or anything. And our dogs are like, minute they see them, they're down those stairs, and their hair is all raised up, and they're letting them know an old dog take off.
Yep.
Good, that's what we wanted. That way we don't have to do anything else.
Yep.
But I am armed with my whistle by the back door and a can of wasp spray, which shoots really far. If you needed to kind of like protect your animal or whatever, I would hate to have to use that. But if I had to, that'd be better than killing the dog or something.
Yeah, and I've got a slingshot that I use.
Yeah, but I can't use that.
I know, but for me, I've got a slingshot that uses paintballs, and.
But like for right now, I let them out a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah, and I've been working a lot harder on me letting them out more.
Well, I know, honey, but you can only do so much. You just had hip surgery, so And I mean, like when you were in the hospital and stuff, I had to be able to protect my dogs and myself.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and I do feel bad how much you have to.
But that you're getting way off course. That's not what I was talking about.
Okay.
What you have to do right now. What I have to do. I was talking about me as a woman.
Okay.
And since my listeners are and what my people that sub to me are mainly women, is being able to protect yourself and your children or fur babies, because the man is not always going to be around.
Very good point.
And because you can only move so fast.
Yeah, very good point.
If I have an emergency and those dogs are like, say I had Jellybean outside and those dogs were trying to attack her, I have to be able to react right on the spot.
Yep.
And I don't want to have to kill the animal or anything. I'm not good with a slingshot, and stuff. But I have that can of wasp spray that would not be. I have that. I have pepper. I have pepper mace, or mace. And, I have a whistle too.
Yep.
So that's all I meant.
Yep.
I wasn't complaining about anything that you're having to do or, about anything I have to do or anything.
Yeah. I understand. You're right. And
no, that's just all I meant. If I'm sometimes Charlie wants out at 2 a.m, and sometimes those dogs have been out at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we have a big ruckus. Well, by the time that you would get out of bed, recovering from hip surgery, and get down the hall and stuff.
Yep.
You can only go so fast safely.
Yep.
I have to be able to take care of, and meanwhile, Charlie is about ripping my arm off.
Yeah.
He is always on a leash. He's trying to protect Mom. He's trying to protect his home and everything. And so, I have to be able to do something. I've looked at a lot of different options, and for her to say, well, we just let him out the other door. I shouldn't have to let my dogs out another door. My lot rent includes all of my lot. Just because she's decided to let her dogs just run, she must not care a bit about them. This is a busy street out here.
Yeah.
But that's all I meant, hon.
Yeah. No, you're right. I understand.
What did we talk about? You not feeling like you had to fix everything.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that you want to and stuff, but it doesn't matter if at some point in time one of us is going to be alone. Even further down the road.
Yep.
So, I mean.
Yep. You're right.
I worry a lot about that.
I know.
Because a lot of times one of us will go feed the dogs, the other one, usually me, is letting the dogs out before dinner and changing Jellybean.
Yep.
And I don't want to have. There's been times I've had to, all of a sudden you know that the dog just about tried to rip my arm off, and I'm trying to pull them back and trying to hold them while Brad can get over there and stuff, and
Yeah, that is scary.
You got to make the best of the situation, and I don't know. I would love to move back to Florida. I really would. So would Brad. We miss it. We miss the fishing, man.
Yeah.
The fishing and going for rides, and I don't know. It's okay here, but it just try and fit in. I can't believe we've lived here this long, and I don't know anybody.
Well, the hardest part though is with COVID.
I know. That's really been, but even then, like that, you think somebody is your friend, like Mary. I gave her well over 100 hats to give away with her church organization. We gave her a lot of stuff at Christmas time. The year before, we let her leave she had her shed put on our part of the lot before we moved in. And to save her money, we just said, go ahead and leave it there instead of having it moved. We've really been nice to her. We've really been nice to her. So, but everybody's different. I can't control her. I can just control how I react.
Yep.
So, I'm just going to be doing some loom knitting, visiting with Brad. Brad's making char siu pork tonight and fried rice. So that'll be good.
You want boiled cabbage with that?
Sure. Sure. He made the best coleslaw last night. He's already cooking and stuff. He's really doing well. But so we had just fish sticks, and I'm trying to eat cleaner too, so we just had coleslaw, which was spot on though. He makes, if you like Kentucky Fried Chicken's coleslaw, Brad does it even better. And it's even fresher, and it just was, He bought a salad shooter. It's a hand crank one, which I didn't even know they had. The one we had before that was electric.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, and the reason is I looked at the electrics, but this was like $25, and the electrics were starting at 50.
Yeah.
And I figure I'm only going to use it maybe once every couple of weeks, at the most.
I would have a hard time using it.
Yeah.
Because of my arms.
Yeah. But it amazed me how it shredded the cabbage.
Mm-hmm. It was nice.
So cool.
Right, fix and have some of that.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Yep.
So, anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna here in a few minutes. I'm gonna go bone out the pork and slice it up and
marinate it.
Yeah.
Remember how many bags of that did we get in? 4?
Like 4 or 5.
It was super cheap, but they're huge bags of this char siu mix.
Yeah, they're like a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
And I've already gone through one.
Have you?
Yeah, and I gave one away.
Yeah. Who'd you give it to?
Keely's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I gave one away because Kim really likes to cook too.
Yeah.
And
Like, hey, if your man likes to cook, let him. Because, you know, a lot of us women are tired of cooking because, you know.
yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I do enjoy cooking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know. And you've done so much of it over the years. It's my turn.
Yeah, so I'm kind of burned out on it. You know, don't really have that much of an interest in it. I personally would rather go do the dishes than cook anymore. And Brad's like, hey,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm disappointed that you're,
Yeah, not till Tuesday.
yeah, that's a disappointment. Well, this is what came in true, as I told you about these. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They like them. They're beef, bacon, cheese, and peanut butter.
Okay.
So they'll fit nice in that.
Yep.
You know, and because I had to do up to $35.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then 2 of the bags of the chicken noodle soup.
Cool.
And then this hair sleeking.
Oh, yeah.
Leave-in conditioner, which I just love by Garnier Fructis. Fructis.
Garnier Fructis.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm going to get off here. So, I hope y'all are having a great day. Hope you have an enjoyable 3-day weekend. I'm not sure if kids are going to school or not on Monday. Since it's President's Day, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do have a leg infection going on, a little bit of one. Hopefully I have it under control. I discovered it last night. It was like, hey, that leg lower down hurts. And, yeah, a little bit of an infection. Not super bad. Not like before or anything. I'm sure I'll get it knocked out.
I believe tomorrow is Grandma Heidi's birthday.
Oh, yeah. I love Grandma Heidi.
Yeah. If she was still alive, she would be 104 years old.
Wow. She had a good long life, though.
She did.
What a phenomenal woman. If I could be half the woman that she was. She just was wonderful. A lot of people didn't like her, too, because she, like me, she'd tell you how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if she didn't like you, she wasn't mean to you, she just wouldn't talk to you.
Yep.
You know? So, I mean, I loved her. She loved me more than you. No, you're kidding. I always tell him that.
Probably.
She loved us both.
Yes, she did.
Okay. But she probably, I mean, she always loved you ever since she met you.
Yep.
So, anyway, can't talk about her very much because then, you know, I want to boo-hoo about her.
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'm making a video tomorrow. You guys are probably tired of making videos, but, you know, it's what I do. It's my socialization. My numbers are climbing on TikTok. I'm at 7,500 and some. So, I didn't make any last night. I usually do every night, but last night I did not. So, so I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.